Good morning, guys. Good morning. Questions, stickers, throw them in the comment box. We get started here in about 90 seconds. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, Instagram. I just love my see-through cup. Isn't that crazy? Green screens, green cups. What's up, John Fain? HSY. Yeah, we'll take a look at it. We'll get to it here. All right, guys, about 45 seconds. And then we'll get fired up. Good, man. Trying to stay active. All right. Look at you guys showing up on the regular. This is how you guys will succeed. What's up, Brian on YouTube? Yeah, Ben won his fight. Oh, good. All right, guys. Boy, Dave, you just made it. All right, good morning. Happy Tuesday, the 10th of March. Let's get into the report. Let's first start with, I know this is kind of tough to see because of the ad on Instagram, but the VIX is at 25. We spiked to 35 yesterday, then cooled off by 10 points, largely due to what Trump said about the war may be over soon. Made the markets excited. But don't believe that shit. Do you remember during post 9/11 when they said, oh yeah, this is going to be going into Iraq. Oh, this is going to be like a couple weeks, 6 weeks. Yeah. How did 20 fucking years work for you? Yeah, I don't believe this administration when they say this is going to be a short war. I don't believe any administration when they say that shit. So I don't see it climbing. I see VIX climbing again. Let's see. And then the NIMO oscillators. Remember, the NIMO yesterday was very oversold and still is. It's at 64. It's still very oversold. So we got to be careful. Even though, so what that means is we buy mean reversion levels. It's very reliable. We've seen this thing push as high as 80 and 90. I know you can't Instagram, you can't see it, but if I scroll back, there's a bunch of them for you guys on YouTube. And guys, if you want to see the full charts, go to YouTube at Student Alpha. You can see these levels. You don't think I'm correct? Guys, I got a formal education. Just sit down, take notes. All right. And then the NIMO. So the NIMO is oversold. I can confidently say it's oversold. But it can remain oversold and go a little bit deeper. But it is technically oversold over 60. And it's 64. The NIMO is not. It rebounded from, what was it like? Well, you guys remember like 34 back up to 22. So it's the difference between the entire New York Stock Exchange and the NASDAQ. Which one's larger? You guys tell me. And then I've already identified VIX. Let's quickly look at what's on our economic calendar. Today, nothing burger of importance. Existing home sales at 10 a.m. All right, fair enough. Let's get into looking at some of this stuff. Let's get into, if you have questions or tickers, throw them in the comment box. Welcome, guys. So ES is long bias above 675. We've pushed through our resistance box and then fell back through it, and now we're testing into it again. I still think 6,800 is resistance. I think this push-up was all hype on what Trump said, and I don't think that the war is going to be over soon. I don't know. Call me a skeptic. But I want to show you something. My algorithm that I run, look at these buy signals. There's only been 3 in 24 hours. It's very patient. And we go 1-to-1 on this risk reward. So here's a buy. This box represents 10 points, 10-point stop loss, 10-point take profit. There's your buy signal. Put it on the end. Look, there's a winner. That paid you 10 points. Here's your next one. That on that candle, second winner. Didn't get kicked out. Next one. Ooh, top of that candle. So, whoa, up there you got to buy. 3. 3 winners. 24 hours. It's batting 1,000. Let's do not the matrix system, guys. I spent $20,000 and a year building this thing based on my CMT education. What would 30 points and batting 1,000 do on leverage? I'll tell you what it'll do. With one contract, that'd be $3,000. $500 if you're paying smaller, $1,500. So, and look, guys, it's going to give the signal again right there. All right, so that's ES. I could do this on all the assets. I just want to show you because some people will go, well, show me where you lose. Well, because it doesn't fucking lose often. It's got like an 80-some% win rate. Although if the market's drop, we're going to sell that box. And look at this, the Russell 2000. Long bias above 25.32. We are challenging bias. There is one buy paid. Second buy. Second buy didn't pay. So there's a loss. There's a win. So it went 2 for 3 on the Russell. If you're keeping the score, that's 5 for 6. Yeah. But our next buy opportunity is going to be around 25.40. The NAS. Now we make this box a little different. Every box is a little different. It's not 1-to-1. It's 60 for 60. Look, let's see. There's one win. Still in the trade. Still in the trade. Actually, we got kicked out right there. So there's one loss. There's one win. There's another win. So one. You went 3 for 4. So that's 9 for 11. Are you catching my drift here, guys? All right, I'm done talking about it. Anyway, we're long bias in the box. I don't like the box oscillation. I actually like shorts here on the NAS. So we'll be talking about this in my trading war room. You can come and trade with me, and I'll hand walk you through it. So, Anika, we don't like taking buys into red boxes, but if you do and there's enough room to the central price, you can take half as many points like a second read. There you go. Let's get to what you guys always want to know about, and that's gold. So gold is looking bullish. I wanted to clear this red box, so I have the buy line above it. We are long bias above 51.68. Look at this, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buy signals. 1 paid, 2 paid, 3 paid, 4 paid, 5 paid, 6 paid. 6 signals, 6 wins, hunting 10 points each, 60 fucking points. That's a month's income, guys. Pretty simple. So we're hunting for longs in gold, but we wanted to clear that box. There you go. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that, honestly. Now let's get your questions. I'm not even going to talk about silver. And so one thing you want to know, guys, the difference between spot and futures right now is 10 points. 10 points. So we will also crude. Look at this. I'm short. I did a video on it. I shorted this signal on my matrix right here. And then I entered, this is my red line entry, and I'm still in it. Look how many times it's, I don't know if you, there you go, Instagram. That's where I shorted it. Look how many times it's saying sell. It's doing the math and saying this thing's going to drop. There you go. Look at that. None of those sell signals would have kicked you out yet. None of them. I'm just saying. So a lot of people want to ask me where it's going. I'll tell you where it's going. Check it out. So, I don't have it on this chart, but the all-time high anchored VWAP is like 79. That's where I think it's going. That's where I'm going to exit. Like I'm going to exit at 80, actually. This candle here is a strong predictor of downward motion. If you understand candle reading, that's an inverted hammer. So there you go. All right, folks, time to get to your questions. I've changed my report drastically just so I have time to interact with you guys. Matrix, Dave, it does work on all time frames. The specific signals are best on the 5-minute, but the motor is this badass right here. This is what we spent the most time and money on. The momentum here, guaranteed to increase your win rate by 20% on all time frames and let your winners run. That's the strongest tool. But I'm also going to build a module on this where people can swing trade with it. But I have it optimized at the 5-minute time frame because it's meant for scalping, but it works on all time frames, 100%. Okay, guys, here we go. let's get your questions. First question was by Dr. John Fain, so the good doctor gets his answer first over on Instagram. What's up, Doc? All right, here we go. HSY. What you got going on with it? Hershey. Hey, man, I'm a fan. I love me some chocolate. What are you doing with it? Let's see here. Now, that's a lot of noise on the chart. So look, with my matrix, you can toggle shit off so you can make your chart clean. See, there you go. Holy cow. Okay, so first thing I've seen in the chart, Doc, is this gap up. So understand gaps create support and resistance. So that right now is support. So your first buy opportunity, if you like a thesis, it is right around anywhere between 214 and 218, and your stop loss will go right below that 206 level. So if you buy in there, you use the bottom of the gap and then try to run it up. Let me real quick look at okay, there's its all-time high. So if this clears, your next price resistance is at the all-time high. So what is that? January, I'm off screen. There we go. May 1st of 2023. So here's what you do. You go back to the daily, and we're going to scroll back to it right there. I teach you guys how to all do this, by the way. I'll grab an anchored view up, and let's anchor it. And now all-time high should be what color? Say it with me. Red. Always use the same color coding system, guys. Makes it easy. So we're above that. So this was your buy signal right in there. Okay, so your next opportunity is this box. If you have questions, Doc, or want the chart, you know where to find me, my friend. Hell, drive over to my house. We'll chart it together. All right. See what else you got there. Checking you out on Instagram. YouTube, I'm coming for you in a second. Yeah, John Turnauer. Hopefully I said that right. Yeah, they literally announced that they wouldn't end it until there's nothing left to rebuild. Yeah, so we're shorting the shit out of stuff. I told you, don't believe these dickweeds. Let's see here. Scrolling down, Instagram. Copper. Got a request for copper. XCU USD. It's getting copper. Here's my levels in copper. And guys, watch my weekend update. I put it out on YouTube at Student Alpha every weekend. I talked about these levels. Buy box was here. You can see it keeps tapping into this buy box. Very reliable. And then that was my absolute buy right there, like 548. Now it was 545. And then resistance. Look, you think that wick, you see that wick? You think that's by accident? That's the all-time high anchored VWAP. So this is the range at which I said you needed to buy and sell. I said it right in my video. I could be bullshitting you, but all you got to do is go watch it. It's recorded. So right now it's resistance. Once this box flips, then it's 605. So go watch my full video, my friend. And I'm able to do a deeper analysis for you. But guys, you can always go to my free Discord and request a chart. I have yet to not answer. I got 1,800 people in there. I answer everybody. I know. It's ridiculous. All right, good question. Scrolling down. All right, Instagram, we got you caught up. What's up, Jody? Good to see you, man. All right, what is up, YouTube? CL1, we just did it. Yeah, oil. So hopefully you saw that. Clipper snippers. If you didn't catch the analysis, let me know in the chat box again. I already did it. I think it's heading to the all-time high anchored VWAP. You can set one in there. I think, I believe it's around, let me check it here. I think I have it on this chart. Some bitch. Well, you know what? This guy knows how to put one on the fucking chart. I'll tell you that much. No, there it is. Is that? No, that's not. Okay, so that's not the all-time high. The all-time high, I got to go to one day, is, no, it is there. Right, okay, see the all-time high right there? That's where it's headed. 77.5. I'm shorting this shit down to probably $1 above that. Yeah. And then I'll probably buy off that. I'll probably double what we call doubling out. So, good question. DeFi Duck. We Eastern Standard Time. We shift in an hour, my friend. Yeah, I hate that. So I'm on Eastern Standard Time and we shift daylight savings time. Can we look at the Dow? Sure, Anika, we can look at the Dow. Wait a minute. Talking about the, let's see, Sibby, what is that? US 30. Look at US 30. Dow Jones. All right. So right now, here's how you do it. Daily short bias. Hourly short bias. Overhead resistance up here for 48 500, we'll call it. So we have intraday long bias. So your bias is right there. So we go short bias below 47,584, Anika. And then I'll tell you where your next reads are. Stand by. Hope you guys liked my last video I made. You know, that's the benefit of getting traction on here finally. You know, I didn't all of a sudden become smart. I just all of a sudden started getting following. But you get a lot of haters. It's funny how many people DM me and call me a fraud. That's fine. Don't fucking come trade with me. Sit with your miserable life. Right there, your next buy opportunity is 5 minute. Yeah. It's going to be right here, Anika. 47. It's just above price, but you want to get this confirmation, and here's what I'm worried about. How many points is it to? This would be a 60-point hunt, and you've got this playing defense. So if you get this cross, I would exit at that VWAP. All right, there you go. DeFi, yeah, I longed oil also. Made money Sunday night, and then now I'm short. Yes, Anika, if you guys run my matrix, you don't have to sit here and stare. These signals will go to your phone. You can set these alerts up to ding your phone. Yeah, I mean, it's guys. We do classes on how to use this. You get a bunch of printouts. You get a bunch of videos on how to use it. It's actually really simple. All right. Let's see here. All right, so run back to the. Well, welcome to my channel. So my indicator, you have to pay for it. It's called this Student Alpha Matrix System, but there is an indicator that you guys can use for free. If you go to, let me shift this over right here, indicators, and type in Student Alpha VWAP, you'll have that orange line show up on your chart. There are some changes you need to make to it, but you can reach out to me in my free Discord and I'll show you. Otherwise, the Student Alpha Matrix System is available for purchase. Comes at a price, but week one that we launched it, my students made over $50,000 collectively. I made that in that oil trade alone last night. So, guys, it's a Formula One race car. It still needs driven. It still needs to take the signal, look at everything. It's like when your RPM's slamming, it's going hard. You got to, should I shift or should I not shift? Should I shift? Yeah. It's not 10,000% autonomous, but it's me sitting with you trading. All right, guys, I'm fucking out of here. Hey, come trade with me. It's 7 days free trial. Come see if I'm full of shit. I'll see you guys tomorrow.